living life like a dream, but I don't get no rest. I just got a new girl, but I'm thinking, ooh, next. Started off in first class, now I'm jumping off a jet. I put diamonds all on you, hey, I put diamonds all on my wrist, hey, I put diamonds all on my.
I'm back again with another video. Today I'll be teaching you guys a thing or two about curly hair and hair types. You see, when you have curly hair, you won't always have bounce, definition, and shine. People with curly hair come across many challenges that people with straight hair may or may not understand. The first step to understanding your curls is identifying your curl type. Your curl type will help you figure out a strategy for styling your hair. This includes knowing your texture, your curl pattern, and your porosity. Curls do not just fit in one category. There are three main forms of curly hair. There's wavy, curly, and coily, referred to as types 2, 3, and 4. According to texture and pattern, those main forms can be broken down even further, which I'll get into shortly. A fun fact about having curly hair is that you can have multiple curl types at once. You have to pay attention to how your hair reacts to certain products. Wavy or loose hair can be identified by an S-shaped pattern and need lightweight products that don't weigh the hair down. The most subtle of the curly hair types, it has loose S-shaped strands and normally fine and not really voluminous. These waves are a little more defined but can get more frizzy than the other hair types. These waves benefit from smoothing oil and defining mousse. This hair type has a more defined S shape that starts all the way at the root. This is more coarse than the other type 2 patterns. I'm back for the second half of the video, and we're gonna talk about type 3 and type 4 hairs. So type 3 hair, or you can call it curly, are the more springy and defined curls that most people wish they had. These aren't the stretched out S shape that I was talking about in type 2 hair, but more rather a bouncy S shape. Type 3 is more prone to dehydration and frizz, which means you should be using moisturizing and defining creams and gels. Jesus Christ. So this type has defined spirals with a thick circumference and can be perfectly bouncy if they're treated right by the right products. These type of curls have a smaller circumference, are tighter and more voluminous, and are more prone to drying out. So make sure you use moisturizing creams and defining gels if you have this type of hair. These type of curls are tighter and corkscrew-like with a much smaller circumference. This type is typically coarser in texture, so make it a priority to use products that'll hydrate your hair. These curls range from tight S-shaped to Z-shaped curls. These types need more moisture than any of the other curl types, and it's super duper important for people with this hair type to use products such as deep conditioners and leave-in conditioners in their normal routines. Also, I forgot to mention, this type is full of volume, a lot of volume, depending on which type you have, and it's very prone to tangles. The circumference of this pattern is even smaller than type 3 curls, but surprisingly still has an S-shaped pattern. Okay, so this is where the Z-shaped pattern comes in. These curls are less defined but very coiled. The curls are dry and tangled all the way to the root, so make hydration a priority. Coconut oil is useful when hydrating and detangling your hair, so don't forget dying. Okay, last one. So the tightest curl pattern of them all, with much more volume, and these curls shrink down 50% of their length. So for those of you that have this type of hair, that is why your hair appears so short. So now that y'all soaked up all this information, I would like to know what your hair type is. So comment down below and let me know what your hair type is. My hair type is a 4A. That's pretty much it. That's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed.
I want sister, I want cuz. I'm the type that slimier than a slush. Pull up on you a 2, 3, that's the slug. Done, I'm gon' duck, your face look like a bug. Made a album.